As far as the NCAA tournament goes, that tip rifled out of bounds, and it will be Alabama basketball.
Conference play. You mentioned Hubbard as a leading scorer. Keyshawn Murphy off the bench is a game changer when he checks in.
That's a chance for four, Jimmy.
Things you do not want to do to start the game is foul an Alabama three-point shooter. Chris Chan's valuing rest for his team. Actually bust over today. Hour and 15-minute bus ride on the day of the game to try to save legs.
He's missed his first couple of attempts. Sears is wide open, and he will take that. He drains it back-to-back threes for the tie. They're a good find.
Cam Matthews sets the tone. And Mark Sears, just nobody in the airspace at all of Sears.
He's on the bench. 13:26 to go. A little backdoor move. Diabate buried deep, and he stuck with it after the block.
Well, Mo Diabate only got 2 fouls. So Chris Jans is trying to keep this game intact and then getting back on the floor. You cannot dare him to shoot it. Go right at Josh Hubbard, 2 or 3 possessions.
What they did is go right to his zone, and that left Amori open. Stevenson finds Philon right on. 3-point shot working tonight for Alabama.
But Alabama lost last year in Friday night at the SEC tournament. Got home for a couple days extra rest and found himself in the Final Four. Rest is critical.
What a play by Holloway, man. A dribbling exhibition to find Sears, who now has 9. That was such a good example of it with Holloway's dribble. And then the dish to Sears. Watch it. Bam! They're playing well. They're having fun. They're passing that basketball and making shots.
That early ball screen on Mark Sears, man, it is hard to guard. And you put a transition ball screen on Sears.
Last time down, he found a cutting Nelson for a flush. Now he finds him for a Youngblood 3.
Yep.
That's good, and they are on fire tonight.
Another guy that understands.
Mississippi State.
Yeah, Alabama trying to hang on to potential 1 seed. And there's that ball reversal, and you got crashing.
And even the loose balls end up in their own teammates' hands. Youngblood, how good is he feeling tonight?
Ravi, Alabama has shooters and crashers. Crashing the glass, and Youngblood comes off. And again, the value of big guards, you can make as good of a defensive performance as Oats has had this year.
And a lot of folks, Jimmy, looked at, oh, here's Youngblood again. Pause for the cause because he buried another.
Yeah, it's too easy. I mean, you got a top block, you got to do something.
They're going to win a championship. They had to improve their defense, right?
Yeah, they've got to get that 30 or lower defensive efficiency. Mississippi's defense was good early, very physical, banging people. Now they've gotten away from it.
Oh, he didn't shoot it. He went to Sherrill. That's a nice layup. They're assisting on everything.
Rest right now.
Oh, Jan said that about himself. On the alley-oop, what a pass. Sears to Amori.
That middle ball screen is weird right there. And he's quickly into it, and he's quickly out of it. Why is that lane open? Because Alabama makes 10 threes a game, and you got shooters all around that middle ball screen.
He clearly didn't see the open. Look at Holloway.
Speaking of open, they've been way too open in this first half, Alabama.
Absolutely. Holloway kicks it. Diabate, extra pass. Sears. Yes, Jimmy, they are on an absurd clip right now as they went 2 for 1. It paid off with a couple of threes. Oats defense, fewer turnovers. 5 different dudes have made at least 1 3, and each Sears and Youngblood have both made 4 threes to start. Amori's so strong.
Yeah, now that's strong.
They still have an outside shot to catch Auburn. Florida losing tonight. Nelson to the hole. That's what he does when he's right.
That's not what you want defensively.
Nelson back to Sears. The blow-by of Murphy, that's a soft touch from Sears.
Started 1, he's their 2nd leading scorer.
He got a dozen tonight. Sears left open. He is so confident right now with his shot.
They've been standing on it, he's awfully close to it. Yeah, he's right there, just literally 1 foot in front of that monster Alabama logo on the floor.
Long shots, long rebounds. Holloway passed it up. Youngblood fires again. And that one goes.
It's just like money. They are the best I've seen this year in those reload threes. Confidence with that stroke. Holloway finds Youngblood. Alabama is rolling right now at the right time in their season.
We're not going to go to bed.
Yeah.
Good truce.
Two kids, Youngblood, a Tuscaloosa native, as Stevenson sticks another three. The Youngblood, three guys from the same team are battling for that rebound like Alabama just did.
Stevenson, why not? He's red hot all of a sudden. Alabama's three-point shot.
Any Morgan Wallen, and he just walked away.
Yeah. Morgan, who? Youngblood, he got it.
NBA Youngblood right there, not NBA Youngboy.
Chris Youngblood is having himself an amazing night as he continues to develop that three-point shot where they go with that three-headed monster. 24 points.
Well, and he's also a process improvement engineer major, so maybe he could just help us with that a little bit.
With our process.
Yeah, we need process improvement.
There's another three from Stevenson.
On him early, they top blocked him with size and made it really difficult for him to get to seeing a big rim in this game.
Pretty play, Philon, who jumped straight up. He was looking for a foul. Nelson reverse, pretty play.
Those are the kind of plays he got hot with 2 or 3 weeks, but he's still a special at 6'10". His ability to drive the ball and make creative finishes at the rim. Aiden Holloway hasn't
animated about the lack of defensive effort he's seen from his players in recent possessions. He's just getting after them and wants them to keep their intensity and stay dominant.
A great example, too, Molly, of what Jimmy just talked about.
It takes a lot of guts, a lot of conviction by Nate Oats to sit Mark Sears preseason all.
Only because so many are in the top 25. You have way more opportunities than you've ever had. Been a little bit more Youngblood induced.
Boy, they bring it, don't they? With speed, Alabama, look at this, within 4 seconds. Bam. Within 4 seconds, they secure that ball, and they got a guy out in front of the pack waiting for a three-point shot. Man, they are lightning fast, man, in their conversion offense. And he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't get rushed. He sprints the floor, but then gets that speed under control. For 15 and 7. Ziegler had 17. Chaz Lanier made 3 threes with 14 points.
Woo! Pretty touch that time by Holloway.
Arnowski fixing to check in for Alabama.
Yeah, and send the crowd into a frenzy as Holloway's three is right on.
What the SEC has done over the last 4 or 5 years, because 4 or 5 years ago, this league was a very athletic, defensive league.
Back to him. All right, settle for a Holloway corner
Crazy
three.
possession was that.
6 fouls, none called.
Yeah.
Or Aiden Sherrill decides, I'll do it. Okay. All Alabama as they get set for a Saturday showdown against Tennessee.
Roll Tide! Roll Tide! Guess what? Roll Tide!